Hello, Caroline, the original Dragon Lady here once more. I'm going to talk about something slightly different, as you guys all know me as being the Dragon Lady, or the original Dragon Lady, because of my Dragon Path Oracle cards and my book How to Live with Dragons. So you guys all know me as the Dragon Lady. But I want to talk about, where my journey began, because my journey didn't begin 20 years ago with the dragons, like I'm sure many of you that also walk your spiritual path, and many of you that follow me, your journey probably began way back when. So I grew up in a haunted house with a father that can see spirit. He calls them ghosties, and we had a resident ghost called George, who was a bit of a menace, but he was all right. He was just a bit of a pain. Anyway, and so I always had this knowing of the other world. And then at 17, I met my mentor through a lad I was dating at the time. God, it feels like 100 years ago now. Anyway, and his father went on to be my mentor, even though, relationships as that at 17 years old go belly up regularly, don't they? And that's how it's meant to be, the path of life. Anyway, I stayed in touch and in contact with my mentor right up until his passing. And it was his passing that was the catalyst to me actually fully embracing my spiritual side. And I was already working with the tarot by this point. We had many discussions over that, because he was pure spiritualist. And he was like, you don't need the tarot, you should direct connection with your guides, and you don't need the tarot, and da 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 da. He was pure spiritualist. Very, very good medium. Anyway, so I still carried on doing the tarot. And then it was his passing that was actually the catalyst for me walking my spiritual path, because I sort of felt that I was failing him. So, the conversations and the nurturing and all the things that just everything that he'd done for me in the previous intervening 15, 17 years before his death, I suddenly felt that I was doing him a massive injustice by actually not taking my spiritual journey forward. It felt really disrespectful. And I found myself at a psychic fair, and the chap that did the reading for me said, why aren't you sitting here doing this? You need to develop, and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so from that, I found myself on a healer training course. So it's nearly a year's healer training course. Well, with an amazing group of people, some of which I'm still friends with now. And that was, 20 years ago. Maybe no more than 20 years, 25 years ago. And that's when my journey began. So my journey began as a healer. And then I went on to do mediumship. I still did the tarot, did the mediumship, and all that kind of stuff. So my background, like I'm sure it is for many of you, is from that healing, that mediumship, that background. I've done platform mediumship. I've had a New Age crystal shop. I've run a magazine, Mind Body Spirit magazine. I've hosted Mind Body Spirit events and pamper evenings and charity fundraisers and goodness knows what else. All as a part of the work that I do. I just thought I'd just give you a little bit of background, because it's not stuff I talk about, and I just thought I'd share that with you. So there we go. I'd love to know what your stories are, what your journeys are, because we all have a story of where our journey started. I'd love to know what yours is. Till next time, bye.